One of the things that's been on my mind about the play is that it is so about passion, heat, and violence. It's a play that takes place in the middle of the summer, in the dog days of the summer, where people are dabbing their foreheads with sweat. And what we all know about summer is that when it's hot out, crime rates go up. So the violence that takes place in Verona would make sense in the middle of the summer. I've seen this play done so many times on a completely gray set. And I thought that was always an odd choice because it is about passion and blood and violence and heartbreak and the extremes of emotion. So we have decided to put it on a set that is almost entirely red, because the metaphor of a red world is exactly what the play is about. And I hope that the essence of the play comes through visually through that metaphor. I wanted to set the play in modern dress because I think sometimes you go to a Shakespeare production and you see people in any kind of period clothes, and when you see them in period clothes, you don't have to make sense of their behavior, because people behave that way in that time, whether that time is 1920 or whether that time is 1595. But there's something about when you put the characters in jeans, t-shirts, and what they would wear today, that you have to justify their behavior, and you have to understand how Lord Capulet could have such violent, passionate anger, or why Lady Capulet feels distant from her daughter, or who the nurse is and how she functions in the story, or what exactly a friar would be, and what kind of a character would Romeo listen to as a father figure. So I put them all in modern clothes so that we could make sense of them in our world and take nothing about what they do for granted. I think that the danger of this play for a group of actors and a director, but also for the audience, is that it can seem so inevitable. We know that at the end of 2.5 hours, Romeo and Juliet are going to die. But the characters in the play don't know that it's a tragedy. And even when things begin to go bad in the play, people are completely 100% invested in how they're going to get out of their bad circumstances. So in a way, I'm trying to find out if one little thing had been different, how we would not reach that inevitable conclusion. And that's going to be the fun of this production, is to see the zigzagging way that we get to the ultimate tragedy, and ultimately how avoidable that tragedy was.